I will end the devastating inflation crisis immediately, bring down interest rates, and lower the cost of energy.
We're going to bring those prices way down.
A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. Groceries, cars, everything. We're going to get the prices down. Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again.
No. We are seeing some results, some outputs, just not those, the ones he promised.
What the fuck? I will send a fully armed battalion.
What the fuck?
For the foreign country. That's the way it is, whether you like it or not. A lot of people like to say, oh, it's a tax on us. No. It's a tax on a foreign country.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know?
Surprising my wife with eggs.
Hey, look. Ooh, look what I got. Early Valentine's present. Here, babe.
And it's pink. How fitting.
I know. 18 of those suckers. Ooh. What you think about that? I love you.
Have y'all seen the price of eggs? They told me $12 for a dozen eggs. I'm not about to pay $1 an egg. Now, I don't know what the chickens got going on, but they need to get it together. Somebody gonna tell me, well, you know, the chickens right now have the bird flu. If you don't give these damn birds some thorough flu and keep it moving, take them to urgent care, take them to the emergency room, do whatever you need to do. Give them a Tylenol. But I'm not finna spend $1 per egg. At this point, if I pay $12 for eggs, 6 of those eggs better turn into real chickens. Y'all, I'm about to invest in some chickens at this point. I'm finna start flipping eggs like I'm selling weed.
Trump vowed to take immediate action and get the economy back on track, but inflation didn't just magically disappear. It got worse for a lot of people, with prices soaring at the grocery store and at the pump. MAGA supporters now start to realize the economic situation isn't exactly what they expected.
$40 for 5 dozen eggs. $12 for an 18 pack. Or $8 for a 12 pack of eggs.
Do y'all see the fuckery that's going on in these goddamn grocery stores? This is my favorite shit. Simply orange juice. $7. That's simply too motherfucking high. Put this shit on Simply goddamn layaway. I'm about to come back and get you when I get paid. Shit.
How long do you think it's going to take for gas prices and the price of eggs to go down?
I give it a couple weeks.
Gosh, I cannot wait until these grocery prices go down. Well, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Well, you're wrong. Trump is going to lower the grocery prices. Oh, what makes you think that? Because he said so. Okay, so while I understand you said that he's going to drop the prices because, you know, he said so, you also said you want him to deport people, right? As he should. Right, so then by deporting those people, we're going to have to then hire American workers, which is going to increase the cost of goods because we're going to have to pay them higher wages. Those tariffs that he's putting on imports, those are going to affect the price of everything, and the price is going to go up for everything regardless. So I just don't think we're going to see lower prices anytime soon. I mean, I should know better than ask. You get your fake news from the woke mob, and I just know that you don't even trust him. You don't even know any rich people. Why would I trust you? You don't know any billionaires. He's a billionaire. You need to trust and respect him. Okay. I mean, he is your president now, our president. So we'll just have to say, huh? Yeah, we have no option.
Bad inflation news this morning, and even worse news from Donald Trump, who demanded interest rates come down further, which will cause more inflation. So here's the problem. Interest rates and inflation go hand in hand. When inflation's a problem, we raise interest rates to get the inflation out of the economy. Interest rates have been coming down, but you remember how they've been coming down more slowly lately. We were supposed to have 4 interest rates cuts this year. Now we're talking about only 2 because of concerns about inflation. So with today's report being so bad about inflation going back up, the last thing you want to do is lower interest rates, or inflation will go up even more, but that's what Trump is demanding. Second problem, Trump is kicking out all the illegal immigrants. Well, a lot of those guys take jobs Americans don't take, and when you get rid of them, There's no one to do the job. There's no one to pick the fruit, no one to pick the vegetables. Half of the jobs in farming are illegal people working here. So that's going to cause inflation. Trump's tariffs are also causing inflation. Coffee prices are already going up, in part because of climate change problems, but also in part because Trump's threats of tariffs on Colombia increased coffee prices on their own. Any other tariffs, 10% of everything coming from China now, it costs more because of the tariffs. Tariffs are a tax on goods coming into the country. They are per se inflation. Bottom line here, guys, we need Donald Trump to focus on getting prices down, getting egg prices down, and he's focusing on everything else.
Day 9 of Trump as president. As you can see, the eggs are freshly stocked as per usual. Thank you to Vaughn's in Long Beach for keeping the eggs stocked for our citizens. The price is still the same at $7.99 for the 12 count, and the price is still the same at $11.49 for the 18 count. The organic eggs are running out, but there is still a good selection to choose from. It is imperative to hold your leaders accountable to their word, especially when they say they're going to change the prices of groceries on day 1. So here I am asking once again, where are my cheap eggs, Trump? Where are my $3 eggs? I will not stop until I get my $3 eggs from my grocery store that you said you were going to change the prices on. Now on to a more important question. Should I get waffles or French toast? I don't know. I need a decision.
This is Tic Tacs, right? I don't know if I like the company. I've never met. I have no idea. They're so lucky. Look at all the television. This is the greatest commercial they ever had. But that's what happened. This is inflation. This is Tic Tac. This is Tic Tac. This is inflation. This is what's happened. I just happened to have somebody gave me this one today. I said, I think we'll put it up as an example of inflation.
You know, things are bad when the price of eggs has you reconsidering vegetarianism. And it's not just food. Gas, rent, and utilities are all shooting up like they got a promotion. What was promised on the campaign trail didn't exactly match up with the reality of everyday life. But don't worry, we've got more regrets coming your way.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
The line for eggs outside.
This is not my typical content, but this is something that I need to say. To my fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to acknowledge my mistake and express my deep regret for voting for President Trump. When I cast my vote, I genuinely believed that I was making a choice that would help our country. I believe the promises about lowering inflation, fixing the economy, and putting America first. I thought I was supporting somebody who would bring strength and stability. But now I see that I was misled. I had the wool pulled over my eyes, and I fell for the empty promises instead of looking at the reality of his actions. The truth is, I was naive. I failed to see through the lies, the fear-mongering, and the divisiveness. I ignored the warnings from those who did see this coming. I didn't fully grasp the damage that could have been done, not just to our economy, but to our democracy, to our institutions, and to the very fabric of our society. And now, looking at everything that has happened, I have an overwhelming sense of regret. I am deeply sorry for the part I have played to enabling someone who has caused so much harm. The attack on our democracy, the blatant disregard for the rule of law, and the spreading of misinformation, corruption, and cruelty that has led us all to a darker and more divided space. I can no longer ignore the reality of what has happened under Trump's leadership. I see how he's exploited people's fears, turned Americans against each other, prioritized his own power over the well-being of our nation. To those who have warned me, to those who have suffered under his policies, to those who have fought tirelessly to preserve our democracy, I owe you an apology. I should have listened. I should have done more research, and I should have recognized the signs. I let myself be deceived, and I take full responsibility of that.
You know, I got to thinking, if Trump is so good at the economy, right, and he knows it inside and out, he said he knows it better than anybody, and he was going to have this thing day one. Why do we need a stimulus already? You know, instead of like hoping and praying for this billionaire to write you a check, some bullshit he's never going to write you, a stimulus, You could have just voted for the candidate that was going to lower your taxes. Oh, and she was going to raise it on the billionaires. You wouldn't be sitting here in desperation already. You know? Now you're trying to justify him fucking everything up by some imaginary check that's never coming. Oh, she was going to offer, like, you know, $25,000 to $50,000 loans, low interest loans for people to start their business. The economy would still be doing well. Inflation would still be going down. Now it's going up. And you know, those eggs, those damn eggs. You know, who knows? Maybe they'd be still priced high. I don't know. We'd have some eggs, you know? Oh, but I know now why. You were worried about walking in a bathroom and seeing some crazy shit you were talking about. Damn, that's right. Well, damn. Y'all just went and fucked this all up, didn't you?
I dare you to unwind this word salad. Listen to this.
I won on two things, the border and more than immigration. You know, they like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries.
What?
Like almost, you know, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries.
As a nearly 80-year-old man, he started using the word groceries. I dare you to do 4 years of this.
When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that.
He won an election. Now, here's the crazy thing. On the one hand, this is whacked out nuttery, but on the other hand, he's not wrong. People's perception of the economy, including prices, is a big reason that Trump did win.
Good boy. Good boy.
Even our pets know better who to vote for. It's almost like voting for a billionaire businessman didn't magically make everything affordable. Who would have thought?
You know, I'm starting to think that MAGA and their dear leader, I'm starting to think that they were lying to us. For the last several years, they complain nonstop about grocery prices and gas prices and how the president controls those. They said that. And they said that their Lord and Savior, Cheeto Christ, he was going to fix everything on day one. Actually, they said just him getting elected was going to change the prices of everything. Because all the businesses were going to be like, sweet baby Trump Jesus is back. We're going to lower prices now. They didn't do that. So MAGA, why isn't he just flipping that switch? I thought the president controlled these things. Now here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. Hear me out. It was never about gas prices. It was never about grocery prices. It was all about your desire to watch him enact a bunch of policies that are cruel to the people you hate. That couldn't possibly be it.
This was a disgrace.
Why, for the love of all that is holy, why are eggs going up in price? Why is gas going up in price? This wasn't supposed to happen. I thought it was going to be the opposite. Things were going to get cheaper. What is going on?
We're debating the Republican budget right now, and guess what's not in it?
No tax on Social Security.
Not there. Guess what else isn't in it?
We will end all taxes on overtime.
Not there either. Want to know what still isn't in the bill?
No tax on tax.
Nope. Not there. Guess what is in the bill? $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, 83% of which go to the richest 0.1% of all Americans. We got a word for that. It's a scam. But we won't stop fighting, and we'll work with any...
They're asking me about the eggs. They want to know about the eggs. There's a shortage of eggs. There's too much money. Frankly, People are getting gouged by the price of eggs. I can tell you this, Sleepy Joe Biden and Kamala let undocumented chickens into our country. They're all undocumented. They're all undocumented. These chickens come into our country. They eat our food. They stay in our coops. And they don't lay any eggs. No eggs! These are dangerous chickens. They're coming from Mexico. They're coming from insane asylums, even China. You let your country be overrun by Chinese chickens, you don't have a country anymore. I told ICE to round up all these undocumented chickens and get them the hell out of here. I'm going to deport all these chickens. Only American chickens in our country. I'm announcing a new program. I'm making the hats right now. MAGA, make eggs great again. The great Trump has spoken.
What do you think? Are we watching a wake-up call in real time? Or is this just another case of, oops, I did it again? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're feeling broke, don't worry. You can like and subscribe for free.